welcome to the laziest Olafcast ever. I'm gonna be eating a burrito at the same time on DE Solaire version 6. Definitely want to be seeing what's going to happen on this game. We have played 3 games on this map already. This is the 3rd game, but first one was I think it was 16 to 13 or something. The second one was 16 to 3. No, 16 to 6, I think. And now getting to the weeds of it. The 3rd game. Definitely going to be hoping a little bit of more of a balanced game with the teams. And there's the CT cleanup. This burrito is really good. Alright, there we go. I finished up the rest of the burrito. Dragon is actually the last one alive, 1v3. These are just like kind of hungry for the kill. That was a nice middle take from the terrorist team that run. Super fast of a take. Alright, so here I want to actually see what the timings are like. Okay, a little bit of a slow start for the T team. CT molly. That's a nade. Smoke going out. Tons of smokes going out actually. First kill being dealt in middle. Zed is just zooming around with the Zeus in the apps. No terrorist activity in that area. Too bad. Oh, there we go. Get onto the top of the washing machine. That's the Zeus kill. When he's peeking that, decides not to. Zed has the upper hand in this situation. There's an AKM against the M4 though. And he spots the player. Wall bangs Zed at the head. Only 30 HP. Dash doesn't seem to know that Zed is behind him. Actually knows that flash gave it away, but 2v2. Swiftwines is still here. 20 crossed the gap inside the smoke, so Swiftwines has no info on that. Razzle now hears the rotation coming and tries to go for the no-scope. Dash is there to end Swiftwine's misery. Is that the now on the side? Yeah, it's Chapel. Too bad. 3-1, yeah. CTs won the first round, but they couldn't hold the usual 3-round win. You know, T's kind of stole the win streak from the CTs. It's a flash. Razzle there with the AWP. Pushing up with the AWP. Swift ones here. 2 pistol players, gets the first kill. It's the CZ coming into the action. Nice kill from Starian, but not enough. 2v4 for the T's. Silver D is very deep in the A main. Angel planting the bomb. That's Twinny crouching around, gets the headshot actually. That's really nice. Angel there on the side. T's are just pouring in from all sides. Team flash. Silver D is able to get away. What is this actually? And now the hunt begins. Yeah. Second CT player Dragon falls to the AK's wrath in the short area. Silver D is still clinging onto dear life. Now actually it's actually in a very good place to catch off the rotations. Suspects that there was someone behind him. Now Dash is actually closing in. Let's see if he clears to the deep corner there. No. This one's passed. What? Silver died to the bomb. I guess you are kind of close to the side, huh? Okay. Alright. Let's see if there is going to be a quick middle takedown between the players. Zed is going to go play connector, I feel like. Fails the shot. I think it's lagging a little bit. Razzle is coming very late to the apartments, but that doesn't matter. That's a smoke. Sadim gets the kill anyway. Nelson is now creeping up from long. It's going to meet 2 counter-terrorist players here. Good trade from Zeta there to Dragon. I mean on to Nelson using Dragon's corpse. Angel is the only counter-terrorist, terrorist left alive here. Bomb is actually very awkwardly here in on the door to donut, or rather door to connector, I guess. I feel like this is going to be a very long round. We have a little bit over 50 seconds on the clock. Zed threw that nade like he knew what was up. Now they know. In a moment, Silver is supposed to rotate back from there. There he goes. Was that a mistake or what's going on? That off angle from Zeta. Very open that long. I wonder who designed it. What? Angel gets the fucking... What the fuck? Almost a wall bang. That's a flashbang. Forced the molly his back, but yeah, gets flanked ultimately. Yeah, if you wanna save your gun, then you know you gotta work for it, I guess, and not shoot at the walls. 2-4. Let's see what Twinny does. I think there might be quite a lot of fucking around in the T team. Well, we'll see. Twinny's crossed over middle. Sees 2 CD players. There's another one in the smoke. Doesn't not realize the dragon is there. Gets the headshot. What the hell? What the hell? The counter-terrorists do have the bomb in ups, I think. It's cheat. Yeah, no. He saw Dragon's gun. I thought I was muted. Thanks for pointing that out. There we go. There's a little commentary from Vendy. Silver is still in A-long. Creeping around. Nothing to see here. It's gonna be another boring round. So, this map has been in development for more like a week now. Yeah. This is the 6th version, and I feel like the gameplay is getting better. I don't know what went wrong with this version. Like we've played 2 games today, and excuse me. Jesus, I told you that this was going to be the worst and laziest Olafcast ever. But yeah, this version was definitely kind of it's kind of awkward to play. I don't know why. The mid angles, that was very close. The mid angles don't really feel that great to play. I might have to take some of the roundness off of it, or like, you know, make it a little bit more more flat. The T peak doesn't really feel that good to actually gain control over. Let's see what Angel thinks about it. Actually, that's Nelson pushing to mid, even though he knows that he shouldn't probably be here right now. He's gonna get licked by the flames. Down to 68. What Twinny thinks about it. Twinny and Nelson are like star-crossed lovers. They're hugging each other. Now they are lying down next to each other. Oh, isn't that so cute? Anyway, back to the game. Angel and Dash's point. There's a molly coming, and a CT gets licked by the flames. Zeta there gets flashed by the flash. That was actually... I'm not sure if Zeta was able to see anything. I think he saw a little bit. Well, anyway, he saw enough to get the kill. I love saying licked by the flame. That's the word of the day. If you've been following these Olafcast videos, you know that I always have a word of the day. Today, or an expression or saying or something. Today's licked by the flames. I'm probably going to be saying it like unconsciously a couple times more. So, leave in comments how many of those did you count. Look at this. So this time around, the siren was a little bit too late to the mid-T timing, and now he's like the T's got kind of far there. But yeah, it has to be a little bit more playable space in middle. Otherwise, it's just going to be like this sort of thing all over again every round. Now it's all of a sudden it's down to 20. He has an AK, very close, and the bomb. He should be getting the bomb as well. I think he's going to be going for the save. Might be kind of wise to leave the bomb there, so they're not really hunting for him, but they're anyway everywhere. There's no way that he's going to be able to do this. That's 2 kills. Yeah. That looked very promising. Those 2 kills back to back, that was just that was some good counter striking. Alright, 45, round 10. Almost through the first half. These are kind of resulting into a kind of a eco. Oh, would you look at that? Nelson decides to force. He never ecos. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Nelson, if you're watching, you fucking better learn how to fucking eco with your team. Jesus Christ. Fuck you. Sorry. Yeah. And he just fucking runs away, you know, dies straight to the CT. It's not gonna be much of use any, you know, next round either, so. Razzle dazzle. What the fuck? Razzle dazzle. I said razzle dazzle. And then dazzle one. Ooh, that was such a close shot. Not gonna happen. Yeah, that was eco. They had no armor. There's no way it's gonna happen. Twinny was very close with that headshot though. So there was a promise. There was a hint in the air of a clutch incoming. It's gonna be an A rush from the T's. Let's see what's up. Silver D is kind of late to the choke point. They're pushing up now. that nade Nelson is going to die to that. That was a good nade, but Silver gets trade anyway. Swift Vines is not aware that the T's have just crossed the site. He's able to get 20 out of all people. You definitely want to have that guy in your clutch situations. He might absolutely, you know, alone win the whole round. So, very valuable guy to have around. There's one guy underneath, no one coming heaven. That's covering that. Watcher back in that situation. Everyone's dead and Swift Ones is still staring at the wall. Nice retake. They all kind of just brute force them their way through the bomb site, or rather it's choke point. And now they're just all jumping around. There's Pika joining the stream. There he goes. Round 12. 6-5. Swift Vines definitely peek in that middle with that. Oh, server lagged for a little bit. Look at this. 20 and... What's that? Angel doing that boost. Yeah. They didn't get up top. 20 gets the kill anyway. Wait, did CTs push through A site? I'm kind of confused right now. Dragon, Silvery, and Starium. Okay. Right. They have kind of a good situation here towards the B take. Starium is in a good position to actually hear these players approach. Dash is going in for the jump. No? No one went for the jump, but there's Starium is still hidden in the site. Gets one of those kills. Gets Angel. Now it's 1 versus 3 from... Yeah, from 20, and that's not gonna happen. God damn. Okay, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna type. Razzle the timing situation is noted. I'm not sure what happened really. I'll take the timings from last version and tweak them just a bit. My bad, but yeah, it's fucked. Also, I want to say a little bit more. Also, mid for T's is really tight, so even with the timings, they have to push out with the fear of getting cooked. Coke. What? Well, they probably understood. In the meantime, 20 and Swift Wines and Nelson are duking it out around the B-bomb site. That's 20 mollied out. Has to push the molly. Ah, such a nice try from Swift Vines. And Nelson fails the jump. Why would you even go for that? Why? Why? What's the point? You won the round. You just died. You lost your weapon. Armor, money. Round 14. Next round is the last round by the fuse pit. Jump peeking from Phoenix side. CT smoked himself. No, that was a T smoke. Never mind. Kind of an interesting smoke actually. Dazzle gets a lucky shot. Good smoke. Little do they know that there's another player behind the smoke. Zeta is holding middle. Almost sees Razzle, who's mollying pretty much nothing there. Two and Angel are in the pit right now. Nasty headshot angle there. Now they know where Zeta is. One of the two players, two CT players. 1 versus 2 for Silverdy. This might happen, yeah. I am sticking my thumbs up for Silverdy's valiant efforts on this retake. Yeah, we'll see. That's a molly. Both players are towards the CT. They're clearing the CT to get some time to play around on the bomb site. That was a very nice headshot from Angel. And also from Silverdy, getting that dink. Last round of the half. From the in-game buy menu wins chance statistic thing, there's a 66% that the T's might win. It's kind of weird. They, just based on the money and price of the equipment, they pretty much calculate the win chance, which is kind of dumb. See, this is what you're supposed to do. Angel got it. Like, this is what you're supposed to do with the smoke. It's very easy. Just throw the smoke over and there you go. Bob's your uncle. You have the middle smoked. Dash walks past the jumping frog Silvery in the corner. Now Angel is actually coming to the choke as well. Silvery in the back of the site. Ooh, I haven't seen anyone use this spot before. Dragon got boosted through the window and actually hopped down. I hope you don't fall. You're very close, dangerously close to the edge. You have to have Silver, Dragon here on the quick select, so in case he falls. Nice MP5. This is fine. Wait, what is that? Cube map? Oh, it's the bomb site cube map. Okay. Terrorists are now pushing into bomb site. Dragon hears that the players are pushing into the site right now. We'll see. We'll see if Dragon actually is able to do the jump. Do the jump. Do the jump. Do the jump. Oh, no jump. Boring. Alright, 8-7. Seems quite balanced. Sarim is dropping 28 kills in the first half, and 20 is 21. Okay, what the fuck? I'm feeling that I was probably pulling our team down in the first 2 games of tonight. Maybe. I'm not oblivious to the pressure that a yelling player can bring to the whole game. My game is lagging. There's a dually situation, raid boss situation on Trini. Gets 2 games and gets actually shot in the back by a teammate. And it's all down to Dash, who gets also killed by the terrorist pushing there. Nice. That's Sarim's favorite strat to actually do a little abs crunch. Silverdy is down to 75 HP. Gets wallbang headshot through that. Finds the first peak. Angel is pushing from around the corner. 1 versus 1 situation. 2 bullets in the chamber. Sorry, 1 bullet in the chamber, another one in the mag. Reloads. Now they're both very low on bullets and health. But Silverdy gets a kill. Exciting round. There was some strats being called. There was some fucking raid bossing around. Jesus Christ. The apartments. Why am I playing another game of this? Says Nelson. See? Lolk. Alright. Yeah, that was a good pistol round. Very entertaining to see. I'm just hungry for more of rounds like that. Zet here pushing the apps. Gets 2 kills. Maybe the third one. I know that there's a CT here. Angel. Oh, gets the player down to 17 HP. Zet is now hungry with the Glock just running around. Taps him in the ass. That's hilarious. Razzle with the AK now. It's trying to stay alive. Without the armor, it's not going to happen, dude. Not gonna happen. Zeta got a crazy round there, just running through everything, running through the players, and yeah. Ten to 7. Zeta got out of the middle. That's exciting. Anything else happening? Zeta has gained the control over the whole apps there with the rest of his team. Nelson's going to be jumping down and very oblivious to Zeta's presence, but he's able to get the kill. Good job, Nelson. Silver is very low around the corner. Nelson gets the kill as he should in that situation. Last of the terrorists, Sarim is now flanking the flanker. Flanking the flanker who flanked the flanker earlier there, so we'll see how this is going to pan out. Has the idea. The bomb is dropped long. Here's Razzle coming in. Now sees the gun. That's an easy kill. Twin is there in the alley. Ooh, what a position. What a peek. Sarim gets the kill. What the... What? Crazy. Nelson's holding the jump with 46 HP. Sarim is down to 7. Angel is with 90 HP here. Bomb is on the ground. 34 seconds in the clock. We'll see if Sarim will clear the position. It has been kind of a fun... Oh, sees the shadow. Nelson is not aware that he's been seen, because there's no shadows in Counter-Strike Global Offensive from the point of view of the player. Jesus. That's very cool. I honestly think that that's really, really cool of a thing. I'm not gonna say that I designed the map with that in mind. Actually, fuck it. Let's say I designed the map, the shadows in mind for CS2. Let's go. Yeah. Rush for 20. MP9. Ruby Poison Dart. MP9 is looking hella sick. Misses the first spray and now spots 2 players there. Gets out of the situation there. Dragon is pushing with that deagle wallbang. Crazy. Terrorists have gotten the whole A-bomb side up now under control. What are they doing? They're like boosting the box or something? A little bit of a lag there, but Walter White is able to get the first kill. It's going to be an ace clutch for Dash. And it doesn't happen. 11 to 8. Nice try, Dash. That was a very promising looking round. But at the end of the day, didn't pan out to anything else than a loss. Nelson is looking at the skies for a god to help him. Now he's punishing the god with that UMP, seemingly. Little does he know that those bullets are probably going to fall on someone's head and maybe kill them. So, come on, Nelson, you can do it. Let's go down here. Gets flashed a little bit. Just a stray flash from somewhere. Sorry, I'm pushing through that connector. These have bypassed the mid completely. That's actually... I like the setup that they have right now. They can push on the bomb site. Yeah, Twin is there with the deagle in hand. I really want to see him get a couple of kills here. I don't think he's gonna win this, but yeah, never mind. Still that jump shot accuracy, landing, coming down from the jump, pretty rough. Nelson is he going to save? I'm going to say boring. Should I give him a little slap? I slapped him for 0 damage. Well, this is very nice to spectate. I think Dragon will get the kill. This is actually very interesting. He got the kill, thankfully. Good job, Dragon. Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're doing it in while we're still in the fucking round, man.
What's up, Nelson? He left.
I don't get it.
Well, I'm gonna finish the game with you.
I was having such a good time. I was spectating. I was eating a burrito and everything.
I'm glad you were enjoying yourself, Olaf.
Little Pepsi Max, you know.
Ooh.
With ice.
Ooh.
Alright. German troll.
Yeah, I think Reza should also been kicked, for sure. But you don't have anyone to replace him with?
I'm playing.
Shut up, twins.
I'm playing.
Yeah, I know.
There's a couple outside A.
Just fall back, Raz.
One mid.
Nice,
Oh
20.
shit, I didn't see him. Pushing up mid.
I'm pushing with you, 20.
Oh, I didn't know I could go
Top
there.
one.
You gave away my position, man. I'm gonna go away. You go mid, Go
Yeah.
fast, go fast.
Planet A.
Alles mid.
They smoked me off one mid. Nice, last guy was mid.
I know.
I don't think there's a kid.
Yeah, left side of the door.
Yeah, I know, man.
Nice shot.
Reza,
Nice.
please shut up,
Yay.
man. I know what I'm doing, man.
My game lag. The server's been actually having those little stutters around.
Yeah. I've noticed people just teleporting into my frame. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Do you want to do a little boost on B?
Yeah,
Through the window? Yeah.
yeah.
Follow me. I can stand up.
I'll bottom mid.
I don't see that coming.
There's one more bottom mid.
Wow.
One was two.
Wow, it was
You
tragic.
should go mid, Olaf.
He's one hit.
Why are they? Oh, there's still one A. Alright, the mid guys aren't pushing so fast.
Any info?
I'm smoking you off mid.
Thanks.
On the main.
I'm watching box.
He's close to me. Bomb is right there.
Box is clear, box is clear.
I'll smoke deeper. That bomb is there, I think.
One mid, one mid.
Yeah, smoke deeper. Behind the smoke.
Let me bait for you? Sorry, fuck, I shot you.
You hit me.
I'm in hut right now.
I'm sitting in the corner. Big sound, big sound.
They're flashing in.
CT! Fuck. Jesus.
Hey, that shot.
Try.
Double up.
Keep peeking.
Back.
Storm is popping off like crazy.
Yeah, he's been playing so good all game.
Not last game though.
Toggled. Because in game, in between games, he just toggled his little hack
Right.
client.
It's so funny that like people are so inconsistent. Except for Tini.
Holy shit.
I also think
Belong,
it's funny.
belong.
I'm holding chapel.
I think it's gonna be B.
Yeah, belong.
Why am I, like, I'm so bad.
It's fine, Dash.
One jump.
We all are.
2 jump, 3 jump, 3 jump.
I'm up close. He's dropped.
Well, watch ramp. Oh, fuck.
Ah man, he crossed.
Yeah, couldn't do anything. I just realized I don't have sound because I was spectating.
Oh, he has a USP. Why did he not buy fucking kit? I mean, fucking deal and armor. Why does he have a USP?
What is he? Rezzle.
Oh, go.
Why is he?
Yeah, you're throwing. You're not buying while
Shut the
Stress is
fuck
buying.
up, dude.
You're being an idiot today, man.
Shut up.
Come on, Tini, calm down. Come on.
No, I haven't missed playing with Wrestle.
Dude, you're speaking with your balls, bro.
I've never heard that expression before.
What even that means, I have no clue.
Speaking with your balls.
Speaking with your balls.
With your balls, man.
Wow,
What is that?
such an American.
What does that mean? I've never heard that in my life.
Me neither.
That's the funniest thing.
I just came up with it
That was
right then and
actually-
there.
Yo, that was hilarious, bro.
But it's funny because it's true.
What is that?
Can
What
be
do you
long.
mean true?
Because he's speaking with his balls. Oh, fuck. One CT. T-spawn still.
What's that even?
Yeah, it makes so much sense. Speaking with my balls. Yeah.
Got siren. Be long.
I speak with my
Oh, one
balls.
more. Outside chapel.
And he hit the headshot out of all those.
Fucking hell.
They're in mid. They're going A. They're going A.
Nice. Bomb is A.
One top banana or top mid.
Let's come in. Fight this one.
Yeah.
Let's go top.
Stop me.
There's boom. Rest not responding.
CT. Took a step. Could be still in mid, but I think Razzle hurt him a little bit. I mean,
No, he was up here.
What?
Do we have bomb?
Yeah, we have one.
Are you speaking with the balls?
I'm not watching CT.
that-
I'm like half
Dash.
watching middle. It's a total.
Dash, I'm
open.
speaking with my balls.
not so
No,
far.
now you're peeking with your balls.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh.
Never give up. Never give in.
Never back give up. down. Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Wanna do the boost now too?
No, I'm gonna go mid.
I'll play B long with
I can
the
boost you
scout.
up, Olaf.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't crouch.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'm not gonna hit this. This is so fucking tight.
No, you got that.
No one here.
Okay.
I wish I could just hit my shots.
Ah, B long too.
I can
It's
put you
a-
out.
Hey, hit one.
You
It's
wanna
a
go?
bad day. It's a bad day for me.
I'm here to trade.
Not every day can be a Kirill day, you know?
I smoke donut. Watching
I'm
apps.
holding this. I'm holding this.
It would be a clown world if every day was a Kirill day.
Whoa.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Olaf. Get out.
They're running away.
That's all you watching mid.
No. Do you want me to watch mid? I
I
can
mean,
watch
no.
mid now.
Could be coming
I'm
down.
watching
Just-
mid.
Just watch
Watch
it
mid.
close.
No, 20 was watching donut.
I go mid purple.
Donut? Where's the donut?
It's like the room
Watching,
with the tree.
watching top mid.
You know?
Okay, donuts.
I'm watching this,
Razzle's
Olaf.
favorite
I'm watching this.
position.
Olaf, I'm watching that.
You talk.
Olaf, I'm watching it. Don't die, Olaf.
No, I'm
Olaf, I had it. I have it.
I have it too, dude. Let me get some kills. Let me get 10 kills.
You're gonna die.
Oh, you're gonna die too. Eventually, at some point, someday.
Actually, oh my god.
Yeah, don't give me that shit.
Real.
I can't believe it.
Me neither.
Mid.
Up.
Oh, that molly. No.
He saw me. He did
They have to go. I just have time.
I'm
He
ready
saw
to
me.
top mid.
I'm
Nah,
flashing
he's
mid.
T-spawn. He's
Flashing
T-spawn.
mid.
He's
Behind you,
T-spawn.
Olaf.
He's T-spawn. I don't think he can reach A.
me.
I think he's there.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Nice.
Free fired.
Ooh. Ooh, Razzle. Look at that.
Whoever dropped me that, thank you.
Ah. I love that. Ah.
I'm gonna go beat Fs if I op. I'm gonna kill the guy running Fs.
Okay. I can molly deep for you.
No, you don't have to. Don't
With a,
molly.
with a slight risk of actually mollying you. But
No, don't molly, don't molly, don't molly, don't molly. Okay.
Mollying mid.
that's so weird.
Oh, A. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's A, guys.
Dash, come back. I'm gonna molly in.
Well, I was stuck.
Guys,
Smoke
hold
mid.
it fast.
I didn't know. the
Don't
timing.
smoke it. There's no on top mid.
Whatever.
I'm coming with CT.
Flashing out, watch out for me.
Shit, one CT already. Fuck. They rush with ticks.
Oh, that's
Angel, there's one here.
on the side.
Upper.
Nice try. GG.
Yeah, I'm not gonna win.
Knife it. Oh. GG.
GG's.
That was actually super entertaining to spectate, and well, I don't know about the last rounds of playing, but it was fun.
We're doing feedback now.
Yeah.
Yeah, feedback time.
Alrighty, let me move us to there. There we go.
Hello.
Hello. GG.
Thank you for
Sorry.
the ELO. That's a nice plus 25 to me.
Yeah, thank you for, thank you
Same
for
love.
playing iBay Pirates versus Netcode, guys. It was great. It really was great.
Alright,
really good game.
Going with the feedback.
I'll need to think for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe Swift ones. You haven't been in the earlier games, so
I haven't. I've never actually played this map. Have you guys? I assume you guys have play tested this before, no?
yeah, this is the
Yeah,
sixth
yeah, we have.
or
We played a lot.
seventh game right now.
This is actually Olaf's first map. Yeah.
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 He's never made a map before. It's his first playtest too.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
He's actually
why.
never played
That
CSGO before
explains why
until
it's so
last week.
yeah.
This is not even my
It's
map. I
actually-
stole it.
No, this map was actually Valor.
It's actually a remake.
This is
of
a Valorant map, yeah.
That was the
It's
fucking
actually
Modern
a Call
Warfare
of
2
Duty
map.
he chose to.
No,
Yeah.
this was a Valorant 1.6 map, man.
1.6.
Dude, have you seen that Valorant mod for 1.6? That shit kind of looks crazy. Anyways, I don't know. Like this, like any problems I have are like more abstract. It's not like, oh hey, fix this here, fix this there. It's more like things. Generally, it felt like I wasn't able to get more. I would always play mid as CT. And I felt like I wasn't really able to really take hold of anything, and anything I had was very like easily taken away from me.
Yeah.
And for me, it's my first time playing, so going through here felt a little strange. Maybe a little more playing, things would make more sense. Just mostly, I guess people called it apartments. This little hallway that connects over to B, but I don't think it's anything you really have to fix. It's just a skill issue on my part because I don't know the map. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna end it there. I don't really haven't much good feedback.
All right, thanks. This was probably the roughest version for anyone to play this because the timings, I don't know. Those like again, this is like the fifth time of me reinstating this, but like I fucked up the timing somehow. Like the T's are now super late to everywhere, and it kind of fucked up some dynamics as in the.
To me, it
yeah.
seemed that the T timings were fine because the CTs are able to take spacing and get to the positions that they need. I think them getting to the time they did was actually, I thought it was pretty decent actually.
Yeah.
For the timings at least.
I gotta test
just
them again, but yeah. All
Anyways.
right. Thank you for playing and for the feedback.
Okay. I can go next.
Yep.
Okay, so I think to be honest, most of it is fine. Like A and B are mostly fine. I think the main issue is like the T entrance to mid. So I dislike how cramped this space feels compared to before. So like before you had like this on this side, and I think it was like deeper as well, like wider as well. So you had more space. Like you could stand next to the scooter and throw a top mid smoke like really easily. And the top mid smoke is like in the last version, the top mid smoke was like the main reason you could actually fight for mid. But now like it's really hard to throw it because there's no like set like place to throw a lineup from. There's the deep one, but like it doesn't like really help you that much. And also this angle here, even though it's not an angle that like you'll actually ever fight anyone from, when like the first like when I played before I went to go eat, when I played, every time I entered mid, I was like shitting myself because of this angle. I was just like yeah, like it's just like very hard to play against. Not even like even if there's no one there, like it just feels like you're like very often exposed to it. So I would, to be honest, prefer if this was just like covered up, or like move to like a place where it didn't make an angle here, because I think it just makes some pretty bad angles to fight from. Yeah, maybe a plank of wood would be fine. But yeah, I think to be honest, it just felt really claustrophobic in this area, like super claustrophobic. In the same way Inferno is claustrophobic, but Inferno has like had 20 years to let the meta develop, so like people are fine with it. But I don't think it's like the type of claustrophobic you should be designing a map around.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I did like in the previous version the stairs that went up and you could like kind of jump over and peek. I think what might be a not a bad idea is if you made this a little bit wider and you had some stairs coming up. So then like for example like it would take you to, like to this elevation, but this is like blocked off, and then you could sort of jump peek like this, and it'd be another way of like because like the reason you've got like this and this is so like if an AWPer is holding it from deep, then like they can't just kind of hold one angle. So if you had like some sort of like stairs, but you made this still like the only entrance, then you could jump over the AWP angle. I think that'd be a really cool dynamic actually.
I have an idea as well.
Yeah.
See the arch, the beautiful yellow arch, glowing arch.
Yeah.
How about this was higher up, like way higher up, and
Like
you
up here?
could you could jump from there to the roof. That's on your right now, behind you.
Yeah.
Imagine. You could jump from there, and then
maybe I think it'd be okay, but I don't know if you're watching me play it at all, but the only way it feels like you can really take control, like mid, it really reminds me of Ancient's mid at the moment, where in like the meta for mid on both on Ancient on both T side and C side is just to spam grenades at it. Like
yeah,
T side
for
will throw the insta window and then you'll just spam flashes, and CTs will just like spam mollies and nades into the corner.
Yeah.
And then like you just have a brawl in the middle, and
Yeah.
it doesn't really feel like anything tactical.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what this mid is right now.
It feels like a Valorant so fucking what do they call them in Valorant, like the skills or whatever, like skill spam.
Yeah. What I was doing is I was just kind of smoking like this, and then jumping down here and fighting from here and here. I figured like this is the only way you could like comfortably fight mid without it being all the way back here, which is like, I mean you can hold it, but it feels like a really like noob way to hold mid. Like as someone that likes to play aggro, like holding mid like this, it just like it just yeah, I think it sucks. I mean obviously some players will like AWPing like this, but like me with an AWP I like to like play some like more aggressive angles like this and stuff. I just think mid right now is just like it's just I think it, like you said before, I think it's just the timings, and also on the T side it feels really cramped. Partly because of this archway, which does help the T's, but when you're entering, like coming forward, like you see this angle and you just kind of start to get scared, even though they can't peek you yet. You just start to get frightened, and it's like it makes you feel quite overwhelmed when you peek it like from around here. So I think yeah, you could try maybe move it further up or add the stairs back. I really did like the stairs. But yeah, I just think mid is the problem at the moment. I think the rest of the map is like fine. But yeah, that's all. But I did enjoy it for reference.
Thank you
It's
so
just
much.
not as good as I thought it was before.
Yeah, I definitely need help with the middle of things.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, thank you. Zeta, do you have a wall of text again, or should
No,
someone?
no. I'm not gonna repeat myself. You already know some stuff
All right.
that I feel about. And if it hasn't changed it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a bit-
And after the feedback, I have a couple of questions for you, since I think you're the most familiar with the map, with like Silverdy and Sarim as well.
This playtest, I definitely felt like it was faster paced around A and mid, and in some sense, when I was playing on T side, it felt very like I didn't have as many options for stuff. I don't know why it changed. Maybe the timings or something. But it just felt slightly more like you. Maybe it's the claustrophobicness he was talking about here, or certain stuff. But yeah, I'll say I like the changes A main. This is definitely what I was meaning around making the walls more interesting, be able to hold like this, or like have proper cover in case they were rushing. But I think what would add to this now is making it easier for a CT to push up here. Because I think the balance of the map is thrown off by A and mid now being way easier to take. Well, mid is pretty easier than the last one, but it's still kind of like a brawl. Like everyone's chucking nades either side, but you can still get out a bit more as T. Even though like I don't like this corridor, how it works. Like you should be peeking this every time as CT because it cuts off. Like T's are weird about having to like peek two angles at once. You know what I mean? It makes it uncomfortable, but it also just doesn't feel fun playing here. Like you come up on the ramp, which is it's never fun to peek an angle while going up because you can't aim your crosshair as easy. That's also like a weird corner kind of thing. I just feel like this walkway could be done to be way more fun to play. Also, maybe not make so many weird angles all the way down it. If it's just like a doorway, and I don't know if it needs to be able to peek this area. I don't know if the wall's obviously broken, so you can peek it from here. But I don't know if that needs to be a thing, to be honest, because
Yeah.
it just makes it a bit too complicated to single out angles.
I agree with
when you're
that.
peeking them.
I like that there's a way to get like a little bit faster up from this lower part, but it could be
Yeah.
done with just a box somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe a different way to do it. I think the sight line isn't great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the way this feels even to push, because until you get this point and then you have to jump up or whatever, it's never felt like intuitive or like natural to move down this area. The other one isn't too bad, but yeah, that never felt fun. I think the timings are better on this apps now. Like I said, like they do get down to here easier. I think I would like it if you tried widening this a tiny bit and making it so there's better cover if you're on this side, because no one ever comes over to this side to hold, because if you like miss a shot and go back, you're trapped in this corner with no way back, so you have to burn utility or just blind peek a person and knows you're there again. So it's kind of like a trap being there. It'd be good if there was some like chest high cover on the corner of that side, and this side didn't have any, but like you could fall back from. And it was a bit wider. I think that would make a small good adjustment for this area that would be able to probably make it easier for T's to take this area to rotate. Still make it be able to be like smoked, but just make it a bit wider. I still don't know how I feel about being able to peek either side of this. I think the two 50-50 angles I would just take out and not have this, like take out this corner of the 50-50 and up here take out one of these two corners, because it felt a bit weird to peek
Yeah.
out.
The one
this
on
area
your
when you-
right now, I kind of forgot to fill in. There's gonna be
yeah,
something
like
there
either
next
one,
time.
like you could even like make this a angle, because you could peek that and then like it would just be the sight angle, because this sight angle is always going to be here. Like someone could be up here or like back there, right, or on the side. So maybe making this like angled and making this doing something, maybe, or maybe
Yeah.
making it not as deep, like something. But yeah, those are the two 50 angles where I peaked and it felt a bit awkward playing, even though there's like this. I feel like it'd be easier if this was thicker, but you only need to peek this area, so you could just flash and peek out.
The thing why I made it so thin, and you're able to see the sight, or you can see the sight from here, see inside here, is that you can clear that spot and then like clear this and then clear the angle on your right. here from inside, and then peek the corner that you cannot see from inside. So it's like
I
one by
guess.
one. Yeah, it kind of has to
Most
be
of the
that way.
time, it felt weird. Yeah, I get what you mean, but it's a weird adjustment. I liked how you can't plant for long anymore. That's a good adjustment. I still feel like this is really thin for CTs because if you're going middle B, you always go this route, and it's just so tiny. And every time I had to like go around here and jump over someone who was going towards mid or something, just a weird movement thing when people going A have two different options that are way wider, and there's only like one or two people max going A, and this is really thin. Otherwise, yeah, the other points still stand. I think some adjustments are better, but yeah, the timings made this one a hard one to take much from.
Thank you. There's not much I can actually like. It's so hard trying to tweak the timings for, like, keep the app timings same, adjust the timings for long to be a little bit more like faster for
It's like,
T's, and to
I
then
don't
make
know.
it.
I think these are perfect. If we're talking timing wise, I think B long is perfect. Apps now is, I think that timing for apps is good. It's just I think the area needs some rework. I think mid is an issue with timings. I think CTs should be able to have more timings to set up, and I think for A, T's are too fast and they need to be slowed down, which is
Yeah.
hard to do with like how your spawns are right now because A and mid are next to each other, and then you have to go further to B. So
Yeah.
if you delayed them here, it would delay them even further here and make this wrong.
Yeah.
So-
There's some like crazy thing that I can do like blocking
Yeah.
off
What Serene
some
just
areas,
said in the
but
chat as well, I completely agree with.
yeah.
Yeah,
In the mid, but
I
T's
think
should have better options.
remake this
Yeah,
area
yeah,
a bit
for
so
sure.
cities can hold, like maybe the fight is down here and there's like a piece of cover this side that you can slot into and they can flash and white peek here, and you know what I mean? Just make this fought over instead of like you come here, you spam, one of the people dies and then the CTs fall back regardless.
Yeah. I'll do something new for the A main as well. I've been thinking about like tilting it 45 degrees and then
Yes.
making a little bit more interesting. With like I think this design is right now it's hindering a little bit of the middle connection as well, and the middle routing as well. I think there is a way to salvage quite a lot with creative tweaking
definitely
of
agree.
the things. Yeah.
Also, something I'd like to see is something that rewards someone peeking here, because it feels too hard to go connector and go site, because you have like this and then this, while also having like loads of angles onto you. It'd feel nicer if like, I don't know, maybe this wall wasn't here, or you had like a way up to like a high vantage point here to like peak some angles or something, like some power position you get into to peeking site from connector, or at least make it so it isn't as hard to like clear angles like behind here and everything when you come connector. Because I think having this mid like fixing timings and having it be way funner to play from either side would be a really good part of the map, because right now the lane is really cool. Like if you fought down this and like you can either choose to go A, or you can smoke off A and split towards B past CT, or you can even fake going to B and then go through CT back, and there's like loads of options for like having fun gameplay, but it's just not happening right now because people just chuck nades and constantly smoke off and no one wants to walk through.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I think that's my feedback, and we're gonna head out.
All right. Thank you.
But thank you, man.
Bye, Seth.
All right. Angel T side?
Yeah.
All right. So I feel like I have a kind of weird experience with this because I did the first playtest for Solaire, the very first one, and now I did this one. And so like I'd say like 45% of this map is completely different from what I first had like played. So I watched the little video of you talking about version 6 and like some of the changes and some of the things. But it felt like what you were talking about versus what happened in the game was just almost completely opposite.
Yeah, probably.
So
Yeah.
like one of the things that I really quick want to mention is you were talking about just throwing this smoke right here, like for the T's top banana, just smokes it up, like just to smoke it off. every round, or like you're like just like as with the T's, what they can do at the start of the round is just throw the smoke like that, and then smokes off top banana. So CTs have to play from like a more dangerous position if they want to contest mid. The problem was that because T's only have this one entrance to mid, and this one entrance to mid is so small, even disregarding the fact that I'm like just one molly like right there takes out every single opening, it's such a narrow flick. So like even if a CT is playing top mid here, or if they're even if they push or like they just disrespected this banana smoke and they're playing here, it's such a small flick that it's not too difficult for anyone on the CT side to just hit it. I think the ancient top mid thing, or like the ancient mid comparison, is kind of a little weird because without utility, the reason that ancient works is because if you're holding like here, you have to worry about someone peeking you from the left and the right. Because of just the way that ancient's layout is, and this does not have that. This is trying. It feels like it's trying to go for like a weird overpass style.
You're very correct on that assessment.
Yeah. It feels like it's trying to go for like that overpass, like not traditional 3-lane map.
If you think about it, though, look at the layout right now. Think about think of the apps. If it was like straightened, the apps would be exactly like
Cave on Ancient,
on Ancient, and then the middle setup would be
Yeah.
like kind of the same. But yeah, it's like,
but because of the way that apps is set up, it doesn't function like that because this takes such a long time and such a fair bit of utility and just manpower to clear through that it doesn't really have that similar effect. So I would love to see something that's a bit more punishing for CTs to hold up here past banana. Maybe even just widening banana a little bit as well, just so that way it feels a little less claustrophobic here and it feels like people can actually like enter this space instead of just top banana or banana smoked and whatever, we don't really feel like going there, so we're just gonna like chuck some HEs and then just go A.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. So I would love to see just some more dynamics or like something else that's explored here, because right now the way I was thinking about it in my head was I can either, as a T, I can either try and take this dry and like clear this out dry and get fucked, or I can use utility, right? I can like play the map as we think about it in like a tactical point of view and still get fucked. So I would really love to see something different happen with mid, whether that's like you were saying, raise this archway, or like to just create like a split peak for T's, or make make this less punish, or make this space more punishing for CTs to try and hold from. I agree with the other sentiment that people were saying with blocking this angle off. I agree, because there were so many times where I remember on the T side, a CT would just run through apps and they would either be peeking this angle here or they would just peek this angle here. And so I would literally be sitting here as a T. I'd throw the top banana smoke and then I would just sit right here like this.
Yep.
Waiting for this guy to peek. And it's like, it wasn't particularly fun. The style of the map across the playtests, for this session at least, it kind of just developed into the correct play for CTs is always to rush some area of the map, and then the correct play for T's would be to rush the area that the CTs didn't rush, if that made sense. So
yeah. I felt that exactly as well.
The T's were like, all right, you know what, we're gonna rush A, and then the CTs were like, no, we're gonna rush A. The CTs win that. But if the CTs were like, we're gonna rush A, and then the T's said we're gonna rush B, then the T's win, and it didn't feel rewarding. It doesn't feel rewarding when the play style just evolves into we're gonna rush and hope that the other team doesn't rush the area we're rushing. Like I remember it was like 5 rounds in a row one game. The CTs would just like triple push out A main, and I was like, well, I don't know what to do here anymore. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
they just. So maybe that means a rework of A and a rework of the space. Maybe that means like just like completely getting rid of everything you were saying, like do like the 45-degree tilt. I think that's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
I wanna
maybe
test that out, and actually that might fix quite a lot of the timing issues as well. Just
yeah,
making
I
it-
remember.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you were saying no, you can go.
So, well, I have to visualize this a little bit more in game. It's like taking the same concept, pushing it a little bit forward here, closer to here. So like, imagine the stairs starting from here, like this. These stairs.
Yeah.
And then you would have more natural angles against, like this peak would be pretty much this peak.
Yeah.
And the jump would be like, where would that even be? In the middle? Like it would
Yeah, the
come,
jump
it
would be
come
like
out from
here.
here. Yeah. So
I think that might help a lot.
Yeah, I feel like that prospect would give me a little bit more space to tweak around, and I wouldn't have to like have this like L shape right now. I could pretty much have the choke point come on. Imagine this is now tilted. The entry to the area could be like here, and I could actually use the space more. Or like the entry to the area could even be like here.
Yeah. The other thing that I quite enjoyed about the original, like the first playtest.
Yeah.
It was kind of a theme that we were kind of talking about with timing, but I just want to mention with time. Originally in mid, instead of having like these 2 distinct paths, and then this like giant area in between, it was literally just connected right here, and this area was like a lobby. Where you had like the 2 archways, like the 2 archways here, on this side, and then you had like the 1 archway over here, and then you came out to mid, and it was just like a peak like that with this like extending out to here. And the thing that I liked about that a little bit was it rewarded, or at least didn't punish tees for at the start of the round just trying to figure things out. This map, it felt like you had to have a detailed plan, or just like everybody was like there was no room during the round to like think. It was like you had to think during the freeze time, and then at the round you had to go and stick to it.
Yeah. I agree.
And it didn't reward that kind of just thoughtfulness that the previous versions of Solaire had. And I don't know if that's just from some of the timings being weird, or just from some of the reworks that have been done to the space. And then I think the last thing that I want to mention real quick, and then I'll shut up because I've spoken for like 20 minutes or something, is just this idea. It was something that bugged me, and this isn't particularly about the map like per se. It's just something that affects the map, which is in the first game, I don't remember who said it specifically, but someone on my team was like, mid feels impossible to take as a T. And then someone else on the CT side was like, just use a smoke.
That was me and Twinny. Twinny said that that's impossible. Then I said, try smoking it. There's a lineup, and then he typed like, try a smoke, and I was like, okay.
So apart from the fact that I was throwing the banana smoke every round, I think it can be a little bit of a dangerous philosophy.
Yeah.
In design,
for sure.
Especially when it comes to especially when it comes to utility, because if you're saying, oh, the way you take mid as a T is to throw a smoke, and I throw my smoke top banana, whatever, we take someone throws a smoke like this into apps. There's a principle in game design called yomi, which is like it's a Japanese word, but essentially what it boils down to is it's like, to super oversimplify it, it's like if you have to do something um in order to like if something is the meta and it's almost mandatory, then not doing it, like you might as well not do it at all, essentially.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
for sure.
the idea.
Yeah, I agree
so
with that. And when I said the comment, I wasn't playing middle. I had no idea what was going on in there. I pretty much just like
Yeah.
kind of was like fucking around with Twinny.
So yeah, which I mean, listen, we all love fucking around with 20, but the idea is if I'm throwing this smoke mid every round, or T's are throwing the smoke top mid every round, then and the CTs know that the T's are gonna throw it every round, then like why do the CTs even try and play mid? Or why did the CTs even try and play top mid? And that's why you saw like just like 3-man pushes down a main during some rounds, or like during a lot of CT rounds, because it's like, well, we can't play top mid, so we need another way to take control. A is already favorable for us as CTs. Let's just go do that. And it's why I was saying maybe it would be better for the CTs either to have a more punishing area in top mid, so that way it's not just like we can disrespect this one banana smoke, try and do whatever, and then fall back. Or maybe even just.
Do you mean with the more punishing CT top mid? Do you mean like this should be harder for T's to take?
I think that this area should be hard. Like, so the area that I'm standing in right now, it should be harder for someone to play. Like, if I'm, let's say I'm playing like a connector.
Yeah.
And I swing this, it should be like, this should not be. I should not be able to like to peek this right here, get a pick, and then fall back this easily. Because it feels to me right now, and maybe again, this might be something that gets fixed when if you do implement the change of like raising this, because now it's like I can't just do this and then have every angle just lined up, and the only thing I have to worry about is just like a micro adjustment of my crosshair.
Yeah, right now this is I think it would already help by moving this arch like just a teeny tiny bit here, just so there's a greater difference between these angles, and then raising it up so that you can actually have some.
Absolutely. I think just in general, even if you want to move this to the left a little bit, which I agree with, I think also making it a bit deeper. Because as of right now, if I throw a molly right there as a CT, which is incredibly easy to do, that spreads to literally everywhere.
Yeah. And I have to have like the molly is pretty much stopping here. So if I move like here, you can see a straight wall here. Mm-hmm. If I just continue on the same line and not follow the line that I have right now, that's gonna create quite a lot of space there that the T's can then utilize. And then this arch also, if I move it back here, pretty much into the middle of the building, it's like have the arches in the middle, then it's probably going to make a deeper angle towards here, and it's also going to make a deeper cubby that you can have a little bit more cover from. Like I mean, where you're peeking this, right? Like this, you're exposed to there, but when it's deeper, you're not peeking, you're not exposing yourself there as well at all.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna help.
Actually, wait, I just forgot. Small nitpick. I feel like the cover on B is too big.
Too big. Okay.
Yeah, I preferred it when it was a little smaller. I preferred when you had the plant spot here where I could like plant like behind this, like towards jump. I don't know how that play tested. I wasn't there for those play tests. So if there were issues there, then maybe keep the plant size as it is right now. But there were a couple times where it was like you're able to really easily isolate fights here because of how big some of these crates are. And the I don't know. Maybe I just didn't play on B enough, or like there wasn't enough times that I was like retaking B or holding B.
I kind of is this what you mean? There was a little bit too much running around the crates when choosing your fights. Like
Yeah.
the feeling that I got around the bomb sites. I also felt that the side crates were a little bit too large because of that. But like yeah, there's a little bit too much like running around clearing these crates when you were
Yeah.
playing on the site. I got that feeling as well.
It felt like aim labs rather than CS.
Yeah,
At some points.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that I did. Yeah, the pillar also doesn't help
Yeah,
there.
yeah, true.
I think everyone's already talked about the timings, like in apps and stuff, but I think that after people got adjusted to apps and like the timing, I think that it worked fine. I don't think that it was too bad. The only thing maybe is like it did kind of feel like sometimes as a CT, if you wanted to kind of push this, you needed two people. One, like you either needed two people or you kind of needed to bank on the idea that the T's were gonna just molly this, to smoke, like smoke like that, and then you just ran. But maybe that's just like a situation of like possibly like finding a specific molly that allows the T's to like molly a bit deeper. Because even though the timings are set to give T's this angle, it's not really set to make sure that no one crosses this angle.
Yeah, yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, makes.
And I think that was kind of what I was saying in that initial playtest was like it feels perfect because of how much of a win condition it feels like for CTs to get to here. It felt like it was perfect in this position for a T to get an op and post up right here to try and prevent the CTs from crossing dry, or possibly like using a molly to try and prevent the CTs from crossing. But it feels really difficult to do that right now. So maybe even if it's just something like extending this barrier to here, that might help with trying to get a deeper molly for the T's. If that's not your goal and you kind of like that dynamic of the T's, like of the CTs being able to cross here, then I think it's fine, but
yeah, I had a good element of like I felt that it had a good good element of like readability. Like I always knew when there was a CT in the window. It's just based on our team comms and just how I was also playing connector quite a lot. You know, if someone called like if I've played connector, someone called like one jump down mid, then I would like change my playing style, and I would probably not push down the app because like now I would pretty much have to like worry about two angles plus the donut outside and everything like that. So I felt that there is like quite a lot of information to gather from there. It's like seeing in Inferno seeing a CT cross to app side on top.
Okay.
It's like that's what I want there, but now the information is being conveyed by utility and
okay.
It's just,
That's cool. Yo, it's been like 30 minutes since no, actually an hour since the start of feedback. Could I go and then leave, please? Because it's been like 15 minutes on this feed. Actually, it's been 18 minutes on this feedback.
I know.
All right, thank you.
I'm done now.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I literally just screamed. I turned off my mic and I fucking screamed. It was so
Sorry.
long.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Angel,
okay.
I need you afterwards anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah. All right, Razor.
All right,
Sorry.
cool.
No.
Okay, so first of all, I didn't give feedback last time, so I wanted to give the extra love and affection, but I think you've been put through enough feedback so far. So I'm just gonna give you like the quickest rundown. I think that this bomb site played pretty well. I think that this bomb site was a little bit on the weird side with the jump back here. It just doesn't feel right. This area in here felt great, but the timings were bad. In the last playtest, it was pretty good. But this peak with like the jump back there and the church, it's a little long too. Not my favorite. I think if you're gonna focus on like continuing to detail an area. This area is definitely lacking, but you know that. This in here felt fucking awful. This was like by far the worst part of the map, in my opinion. Like there's a murder hallway. The CTs can kind of be on either side when you get up here. They have the timing to smoke you and flash you before you peek. Not to mention that the angle when you're coming out is a left side peek into this door and a corner here, so they can be here, here, or here. Also, they can cross and they can be here at the same time. So like one time I died to a guy that was on this angle, like this, right when I came out through this hallway, and I was peeked like this, and he was right there. It's not easy. Okay, I think you could really use a redesign here. Good inspiration, maybe like a drop room on like cobblestone. Like imagine instead of a murder hallway, there's like a drop here, and you kind of drop down from an upstairs area down into the area. You could also have like a cool funny boost that will let you clear this upper through the window. That's idea one. Because I don't know how it would look like, but okay, you can do that here.
I think you can do that on the other side of T apps. Let's actually try that.
What?
Like from back here, you can probably
from here.
Here.
Yeah, you can.
So let me boost here.
What?
Yeah.
I can't see shit up there.
He's talking about through the window onto the A site.
Yeah, check the top roof.
Wait, what? That's the angle? Oh shit.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
a crazy
that's
angle.
If you want
but nobody
I
said
think it could be better.
play.
I honestly think it could be better.
It could be. It could be. So why it is right like
Yeah.
this right now? It's like I just wanted to test it out if it would be too bad to like CTs can boost up here and I have like this certain angle. That's why the cover
Yeah.
also here exists. So it's kind of a messy shit right now. But
Oh, I thought that this cover existed so that you could jump up here, because there's like a little like
Oh, yeah, you
cringy
can
angle
probably do
through the
that.
plant. Sorry, you can. I was testing it out earlier. If you jump up here, you have this angle through the plant. There's a pot.
What the
There's
fuck?
a pot you have to break, but then you have this angle through the plant that goes here. It's
You're
pretty
very,
good. I
You're
think
very
you should
smart.
keep it.
That's actually kind of fucking smart.
I think you should keep it.
Yeah, I like
But anyway, this room here, I was really hoping you could kind of open this up more, because this is way too little for like, this is super important, and it's just such a choke point of death, and all the angles are bad through it. I was saying it's a left side peak. If you're entering this way, it's a left side peak. If you're entering this way, it's also a left side peak all the way through. So it's like literally you're at a disadvantage, except if you're camped inside. And if you're camped inside, you're at the advantage, which is just weird. And I get it's like a kill box, but it's a kill box that has like these double angles and also like short and close combat everywhere. So it's kind of like the first person that walks in here dies, and then the second person trades in every single time. And I really didn't like that. I always think that the entry fragger should have the chance to get the kill. But if the door was like here, it would be easier, because then it's just one angle. But here it's like close on both sides of the tree at once, and then you have to clear this whole room all the way to the right, and they could still be here. Like they could still be right here, and you would just die on your cross. But also I think it might be a timings issue, because you said that the timings were bad. But I really didn't like this room. I think you could do with like just getting rid of like literally everything that's inside of here, and thinking like from scratch with it, because it was just that bad.
The drop idea is actually really interesting, and the point that you told me about the door moving that towards the right, I've been so fucking hyper focused on like timings and shit. So, you know, if I move the door there and I have to figure out another way for the timings, or like to delay the T's.
It doesn't matter. I was just throwing the idea out there.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
attached to it.
it's very interesting, and that could actually salvage quite a lot of the like map size issues that I have. Also, like, you know, the bend of the apps also like why like snakes around a little bit like that. That just has to go like that. So that could actually fix it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna wrap up then. This jump boost thing back here, not a huge fan of it. I think it's kind of cool with like character, but I just don't understand what it actually is. Like it feels super like noobish gray boxy, and it's you, so I just don't understand. Also, the geometry in here, also not a big fan of the geometry in here. It feels super like cartoonish compared to the rest of the map. Like it's something that just got slapped on. You should detail it because it's cool if you're gonna keep it. this area is really strong, but I like it. What was it that I was saying? I had something. Oh yeah, this whole bomb site is like too back cornery. It's like it's this one back corner, and then this just kind of seals the nail in the coffin because it's like the T's have access to the back, and then retaking. It's like one direction. You know, you're just coming down this way. Um, I don't really like that, and I don't think it's about the pathing. I think the pathing is great, and like the entrances 1, 2, and 3 are all really good. Even like the 3.5 back here just adds to the site and makes it more fun. But I think like the bomb site might be in a bad place, and it's not like taking advantage. Like the cover isn't is good. The cover is good for like this reason, because you can hold back here and hold here. You're never having horrible headshot angles up there, and you always have enough cover around the different areas so you can like really single out your fights. So like the cover design is good. It's just the bomb site is like in the wrong place. It feels off. If it was like around the pillar here, I think it would play better. Even keeping the cover back here for holding and like post plant or whatever, like something is off about it. Okay, I'm gonna go back here and I had one last thing, which is I hated this area. Like even the last playtest, I wanted to see if you were gonna do something with it, but like the sound where it's audible and then the jump up, and then you have a second jump up over this thing, and then they can be like boosted up in wonky areas watching you, and you can't get through.
I didn't even know about that angle. Shit.
Yeah.
No.
And then not to mention when you're clearing the bomb site, you have to deal with this whole upper. This is fine. This is alright, but then this is super deep back here. So like with the M401S, I could totally clear it. But if I have like a Mac 10, I'm on the wrong team. If I had a Mac 10 and I was coming through here, or like let's just for argument's sake give myself like an ump. Like this is just not accurate enough to get the kill up there.
As you shouldn't be able. That's. I'm gonna stop you right there. Shut the fuck up about UMPs in this area.
All right, fine.
you go to dust too long with a sawed-off shotgun. What the fuck?
No, you're right. I was pigeonholing you. Logical fallacy.
Almost got him.
But I don't like this angle either, because I want you to be able to tuck in, and you can't tuck in. And also I wish it was a bit deeper back here so that you could hide. Just because it's also this is so annoying. Like you're clearing the site, you're clearing, and then bam, you're dead. And it's kind of unexpected that there isn't an area. So like over and over again, I would come this way and I would like pre-aim to right here, where it would be if this wall was like 32 units, like right there. That's where the corner would be, but it's not. The corner is there, and it's actually an off angle. Like this corner is an off angle. So like when I'm coming out, I'm clearing for that, and it doesn't exist. Instead, the corner is on the off angle. It feels a little weird, even if it's actually better. I think.
Yeah, you're thinking of the wall coming like a little bit.
Yeah, like I think it's a little deeper. Like I would think the corner would be like here.
Yeah.
Okay, headshot angle here is actually good. I'm gonna make sure you're aware of it.
Yeah, I know about this.
Yeah, this is a great angle.
I actually designed this bomb site for like that ramp, so that you can
really like
get angles from that.
What I don't really like is this angle. This is horrible. Also, it's even worse when you're trying to retake here. Even if there's not someone holding the headshot angle in the mid there, when you're coming this way, you can't see if someone is. You see, this is so annoying, and it's the whole way. And then if all they have to do is be right here, they're not even crouched, and I can't see them. Like, okay, boom, headshot angle is always headshot angle. I think that it's good that it's this high, and I know you don't want people to like be able to walk up here, because this angle is like it should be a boost. But like I think you could consider literally raising the whole thing to be that high, so that you actually can't, so that no one back there can peek you here, so that you have a better angle on the whole upper as you're coming out until you're here, which is where they should be to hold you, not playing like there. This is just bad place to be because you're overexposed.
I'll make the wall ball bangable and see about that, and then
okay.
Yeah.
But the pit would be really strong if it was higher up, so I would even make it a little shallower too.
Yeah. I gotta say, like sorry for again. Do you want to wrap up or?
I do. I have like 2 seconds worth more. reason being for that being longer is because it would make it easier to smoke this off. Like that, it would encourage more people to boost up over the smoke, and it would actually make it easier to cross to B. Which is
No.
like, I think that the whole idea is that this would be like and that's why I don't like this. I think that this thing back here makes it too easy to go through the main route. And I think ideally what you want is for people to use like this mid area, the banana, to actually take B. Because you have the better timing. And I think it would be more fun if people went through mid to B more often. And if there's more cover here, like if you can't hold this angle in the middle, for example, and if the timings are a little bit faster between these areas, so that CTs actually have to watch this more often. Because right now, once they're not here in the first 30 seconds, you just watch mid. You just post up, and you stop watching this. That's what Twins kept asking me to do. It's like once they're gone, you watch mid. If it's a little faster back there, like what you're talking about with the 45-degree angle thing and everything else that you were talking about, and if it's like a little bit easier for T's to get through here without pushing this bomb site. I mean, obviously when you come out here, it should be hell. Like this should not be an easy route to take. But this already isn't an easy route to take, and it's just a really good flank route. It could be a little bit easier, because right now as it is, even if you smoke it off, you can still get spammed on the headshot angle. But if this is closed, the only way they can actually hit you is from this angle on top of the box, and also from back here. And I think it would just be more fair in general. Also, my Razzle Dazzle instinct tells you to make this a double door. Alright, that's it for me. Nice feedback.
Thanks for the feedback. You had the most
What about-
controversial feedback of not liking anything, and adding a double door.
No, you don't need
Bro
to
just
add the
want
double
us
door.
to.
This
Bro
is like
wants us
the
to.
one thing I think you should change, is you gotta make this into something more memorable and
Yeah.
less toxic, because this is just horrible.
No, I honestly think that you should play a couple more games, and like
I will.
the
Yeah.
the utility game that you were pointing out, like it got so much better. Like yesterday, we played 3 consecutive games, and you know, the game just slowed down. We were thinking about like what we were gonna do. Good smokes were thrown before we peaked anything, and we actually I really enjoyed the games yesterday, and I had a good feeling after stopping the playlisting. I just had a good feeling about the level that it's the pacing is there once the players know what utility to use. So today we had
Yeah, the map's
today were
great.
just
Yeah.
the people today were just rough, man.
Yeah, today we had
Yeah.
tons of new people also. I think that created like a kind of a void of utility. So that's why CT was so fucking it's such a hell to hold. And it's just like new players just don't really know what to do with a smoke grenade. They don't even like see a smoke grenade as a tool because the game is not telling them to smoke. So it's like, why would I buy it? Because like I don't know where to throw it.
I think the map
Yeah,
would have
do
worked
that
if it was
for
a Valorant.
Right.
Yeah, this does. It feels like a Valorant map.
No, because then
Stop it,
you'll
stop
be
it.
able to easily just util without having to know exact lineups.
Yeah. But
No. I feel like new players kind of want that though. Like it's, I don't know. This is one for the smoke grenade to be like.
I feel like I'm a new player, and I still understood bits and pieces of what to do. I
Yeah.
don't know. But also, it just didn't help that eventually I just kind of gave up on talking because 20 was like, "You're fucking stupid," and I was like, "Okay."
Who is Twin? I've never actually seen him till today.
He's a really good player.
Well, is he?
He's a
I can
Danish
see. I
player.
can tell that, but
Wait, he is Danish, right? No, he's
No,
Dutch.
he's
Dutch.
Dutch. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really, really good. I always used to accuse him of hacking because he's super good.
he's competitive as fuck, and that's why he's like.
Yeah, he is.
That's why he gets so mad every time.
Yeah, he's super cracked out. He's good though. He's really good.
Yeah.
Wait, Olaf, can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
You see this grayed off area?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could make this into a fenced off bush and clip it off?
I think I want to make a box there to play around. I want to see how that would do.
No, but I had an idea for a box. You could
Yeah.
put the box. You could put a big box right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like not maybe that big. Like one of these crates here.
Mm-hmm.
If you put a crate there, like an Xbox, and then you clip this off here. I think it would be really fun.
But now
Not
you
gonna
get
lie.
he's on to
now
something, especially
you get smoked off. Now you have nowhere to push from here.
Yeah,
like
that's the point.
easier. Like
it makes
now,
it
now you can
Yeah.
actually.
because you can smoke that, and then you can boost on top of the box.
I love
but,
one ways. That's the most fun part of CS:GO.
but I think that you need to make it easier to smoke this off. So if you put a box there, it'd be really easy to smoke this off, and then you could push this way. Because right now you can only smoke here and push that way.
Yeah, I think that would also
You,
help.
wait,
Especially
wait,
if
wait,
you,
wait, 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 wait.
if you-
You can for sure smoke that so easily.
Yeah, right
Fine.
here, but it's really deep, and it would be easier if there was a box. it
Hello,
would be
sorry.
tighter.
I'm still waiting
It
for
would
it.
be
I'm still waiting
harder
for
to
it
mess
to
up
do
the
it.
smoke. Right now you can easily mess up the smoke and leave gaps.
No, I just no.
Yeah, no.
I don't
This
agree
guy
with that.
wants to double dose. He wants to replace the apartments with a catwalk.
I don't agree with this
Yes.
feedback.
Yes.
He wants dust 2,
Dust
3.
2, please.
I don't know. Play 2 games more, and I promise that you're gonna have a little bit of a different view of the map. But I appreciate your
Okay.
feedback, and it's honestly
Was I
that-
being harsh? Like I didn't mean to be harsh. I really
No,
liked
no,
it.
no, 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 no. You were
No, no.
giving the perfect first player experience feedback that I absolutely need to like iron out the first bugs. Like when I can get to the point that the feedback is like yeah, this angle felt a little bit rough. This angle felt a little bit rough. When I kind of get like past the whole like timing thing, the whole like map control thing, smoking off thing, then I'm getting to the good points.
Well, if
and
I
you're-
do want to say, if I didn't mention it, I really liked it. Like, period.
Okay, well that's good to hear.
So, yeah. Like
Yeah,
everything I didn't mention, I liked. Okay.
Yeah, if it's any consolation, Raz, the first time I gave feedback for this map, I literally said, yeah, I had the opposite experience of everyone else that just gave feedback before me.
Yeah.
And I was the last person to give feedback
Controversial.
that time.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
you're totally fine being controversial.
I like that feedback, by the way. Like I really like the like this is bad, and everyone's just like, oh, this is good. Like yeah, makes me double think the decisions, and it's like flipping a coin when you can't decide, and it's like if you don't like the answer, then you know to go with the other one. You know. Anyway,
You know, like
I'm gonna leave now.
thank you, Russell.
Alrighty.
Catch you later.
Nice map. I'll join next time.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye.
I got some feedback from around.
All right.
Alright. So for this middle issue, my suggestion for it is you kind of keep this opening. First of all, obviously remove this copy because it's kinda like, or even like make this copy kinda like curve, or like, you know what I mean? Add like a curved wall so you can like bounce nades into like mid. I'd say like widen this like area, get rid of this kind of like thingy, and instead replace it with like an area that has like a staircase that's obviously like walled off, and then basically like comes out like here-ish or something with like a fence. It's a one-way drop, so it means that you still have like the split middle, but it also means that the T's playing middle actually have more options other than just, oh yeah, they get mullet here and then that's it. That the entire middle thing's kind of like suppressed. That's like that's my suggestion for middle. For A is a bit wonky. When I say wonky, I mean as in like when it comes to clearing angles, angles are really like kind of close together, and you kind of have to like. It just feels a little bit like cramped when they're coming out as a T. Especially with like this whole like deep cover. Like for example, you play hot, and then like here you also it's just kind of like a 50-50 angle again. Some of the suggestions I could give is you cut like a little like you cut like a line like this. Don't make this like straight like that, but like deep enough that someone can still be here, but they won't be in deep, if you know what I mean. So you can still come like this and then peek it or something. With this, what I'd say is that this entrance for this hut should be moved like here-ish. And then this fence comes forward like that. Like with basically perfect, like with this kind of like a ramp. So this back angle isn't just like super strong, but also like at the same time, obviously because since the hut like entrance like here has been changed, it's been reflected that in the actual hut, like this back area is just cut off as well. so hut isn't super deep, this angle still would exist, but it wouldn't be super deep for like the T's to just like peek it. Because as it kind of like stands, you're kind of just 50-50 when you're coming into like the site as a T, which isn't. And then obviously you have this mid connector and stuff like that. It just doesn't feel fun coming into like the site like this. Like for example, like the heaven area and the under heaven area and the hell area, they both generally feel like they generally feel fine, but they obviously feel a little bit too much when you have like all these 50-50 angles that you have to clear first. It kind of just gets on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's very busy.
Yeah.
The thing like the one of the games, or like yesterday when we played the 3 games, there was definitely some map maker advantage, and like for example, let me give myself a smoke. Like here, I was throwing this kind of a smoke all the time. So now you have all the peas in the world. Like you can throw that from cover, like from here. You can oh shit,
Yeah.
sorry. Like here, you can throw it, and then you can isolate this corner. Then you can peek all in time. You can peek this headshot angle here, like barrel. Then you can clear this, and now you have the hut, and you have like 2 additional entrances, and you can also use the Tetris to push. So it's like I am designing the area for like these smokes in mind, and also CTs sometimes smoke these too. If like,
but it just doesn't feel super obvious to throw that
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of utility.
and you're right with
Not
that
to
as well.
mention, like, not to mention, I think someone else said it as well, but I feel like you focused a lot more on like the utility and forgot to like make the map like optimize also in case like there is less utility basically. So when you don't have utility and you're coming back to this like area, like a later part, like portion around, obviously at the start, or like when you're executing A, this obviously this is an option. This does work. You're right here. This does work. This allows you to isolate these angles. You come in the hut, you come through like Tetris, you can split up, you throw that smoke there. But like later on in the round, it just doesn't feel it just doesn't feel right to go A. If you know what I mean. Because it's just like, oh yeah, now you have all these 50-50 angles. Like that's the reason why I was kind of like suggesting these changes. So basically, these angles would still exist. It just wouldn't be as deep as they are currently.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't have to hard clear like this.
Yeah, got it.
And then this, yeah.
For sure.
I think the thing with that smoke, especially, is like it to me. I love the idea because it feels very like again overpass-esque, where like you're going for the map control idea of like slowly scaling, using little bits of utility at a time to just make your way and scale your way onto a site, as opposed to just throwing down 3 smokes like an execute mirage style and then just running in, which I think is fine. But the problem is it's not really intuitive to do that with that smoke right here on A, because it's so close to the bomb site, right? Because in theory, someone could just like throw a flash right here, and then you just like run through the smoke, and then boom, you can plant. So
yeah.
It also actually extending on that point as well. Also with the smoke, I feel like it also kind of again it also doesn't feel very intuitive because unlike overpass, right? When you're throwing the smoke to actually like take control of the map, even it's not exactly close to the bomb site, so it doesn't like unlike here where it's right there. The bomb site is literally right there. Like it doesn't feel like you're taking map control. This feels like the part where you're supposed to explode. You're supposed to swarm the site, take like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically clear and take control. Unlike somewhere like overpass where obviously you'd smoke something like toilets or whatever to basically then take banana control.
I'm gonna make a little video note for myself. It's okay. Here, so I'm thinking of the revision of this area. I could actually make the hut like way longer, have the entrance here with the whole tilted thing, just so that like the stairs coming up here, the movement from the coming off of the stairs, crossing everything to this gap, would mean basically this this like little hidey hole. You could then see into hut and basically do what the smoke gives you, the utility to clear these angles. Basically, from here you would be able to do that, and I think that could be.
Yeah, I was
Could
about
be
to
the way
mention
to
that
go.
too. I was like, I wonder what it would be like maybe if you want to do that kind of overpass style design. If you just made it so the hut was like another choke point you could explode out of from a main. So like instead of having to get all the way up here to enter it, you could enter
Yeah,
it
it's
from
like
further
earlier.
closer to
Yeah.
T-spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could even like smoke this off, and then get into it if it was like super close here. That's what I was also thinking about. So I'm gonna end the recording there.